Overwatch 2 is a couple new maps and some heroes, but they take out Bastion and Torbjorn due to a glitch, I will be very disappointed. Okay, I beat Overwatch 2, and it reminded me of a Stephen Wonder song. And the name of that song is As. Because this game is as lazy as it gets. Blizzard, what the hell type of game is this? Don't you guys have computers to make new stuff for Overwatch? The haters have been calling this game Overwatch 1.1. I gotta say, haters, you are dumb. You don't know what you're talking about. This is more like Overwatch 0.3 because they're actually removing content. Already Blizzard has removed the new Battle Royale mode. I'm already seeing dozens of players longing for the old days of Overwatch 2 where you couldn't log into the game.
Benji, what are you doing? You have to play the game.
Immediately, you are confronted with the horrifying truth that roll queue is still in the game, except they took out the fast pass system from before because it didn't actually work.
Somebody has to counter the Pharaoh.
In terms of gameplay, Overwatch 2 has made extensive, sweeping changes to its classic formula, like Ryan's name has been changed to Cassidy.
The name's McCree.
Okay, I guess they changed it again.
Come on, Cole. Try a little harder.
What the fuck is his name? One of the key design philosophies behind Overwatch 2 is that poor people aren't actually people. In order to log in, you now need to provide a phone number, and that shit better not be prepaid. You will also need to provide the address to the house that you own to play this game. If you are living at your parents' house, sorry.
Bad take. And I don't know. This is a bad take. L take from Dunkey. Using the phone numbers, like putting phone numbers at barrier of entry, does greatly reduce Smurfs. And a lot of people, I don't know. We can go and talk about Overwatch for a while, actually, and maybe we can pull up Krams's document that he helped make for me, and I can go into depth as to how I feel about Overwatch. And maybe we should, but you don't need to be a homeowner to play the game. The home address is a joke. There's no way it required you to have a home address, right? Yeah, he's being sarcastic there, chat. Now, you can go to a really extreme end where you go to South Korea and you actually need your South Korean like social security number to have an account for any of the games that you play. And that's like on the very extreme end. And there's similar systems with that in China with WeChat, right? I'm not saying we need to go that extreme, but I do actually like that we're kind of pushing people to having limited numbers of accounts instead of just spamming like any number of Smurf accounts, right? So that's pretty good.
Sorry, you can't play. If you are living in an apartment, and that doesn't count. You need to have proof of ownership, and that mortgage better be paid up. You will also need to provide the license plate number for your vehicle.
He's memeing,
and I
chat.
hope for your sake that it is a Mercedes-Benz or fancier. The biggest change of Overwatch 2 is that each team only gets one tank now. To compensate for this, tanks are much more powerful in this game, but Blizzard forgot that there was a mode called Open Queue where you can have as many tanks as you want and you can't counter them because they removed Bastion from the game due to a glitch because nobody play tested the game because nobody wants to play Overwatch 2. Sometimes when I'm playing this game,
This is what I wanted to stress to like Buddha and other people. I genuinely don't think Overwatch, like the Overwatch team, cares enough about their game to properly play test it. So when people accuse me of being like a Riot fanboy, all I know is this. When Riot was developing Valorant, you had former CSGO pros playing the game every single day. And you can complain about a lot of stuff in Valorant, but the fundamental like moving and shooting in the game feels really good because they got that base scaffolding down years before the game came out because they had former CSGO pros constantly playing the game every single day. And those are CSGO pros who turned into professional developers.
I think to myself, why? Is this even fun? Overwatch 2 makes great strides here by having your playable character actually tell you when you're having fun.
I'm having fun.
What's tricky about making a game like this work is balancing all the different heroes. In a perfect game, every character would feel powerful. In this game, Blizzard balances heroes by making them feel weaker or more generic. When the game first came out, Roadhog's hook was insane. That was, if you grab somebody, dead. Today, if you grab somebody with Roadhog's hook, you die. You fucking dumbass. In Overwatch 1, Mei could freeze people. That was her whole gimmick, remember? Now she just slows them down. In the old Overwatch, Junkrat's stupid-ass tire gets a saxophone kill. Look at the tire in Overwatch 2. What is that? Doomfist used to be crazy. If you punched a healer in Overwatch 1, they were removed from the match. In Overwatch 2, I can't even kill a fucking D-Mech Diva. The PvP...
This is another area where I think Blizzard fucked up, where Valorant decided to go the route of, like, well, compared to Valorant decided to go the route of, like, character abilities do less. And this is true. Everyone complains about Valorant where it's like, oh, I'm getting flashed here. There's this fucking ability here, smoke here, blind coming through. If you look at from the start of Valorant to where it is now, they've significantly reduced what characters do, like character power. You can see this with Jet. You can see this with Raze. You can see this with Sage. Overwatch didn't need to go that route. Overwatch didn't need to balance around it being a giga high lethality tactical shooter. They could have like kept way more like unique character abilities. I think it was because of CC spam. Yeah, people were worried about.
Is a piece of shit. However, we still haven't played the co-op mode because they delayed it to next year. Because they probably didn't even start working on it yet. None of Overwatch's core issues have been addressed here. 5v5 ends up making the game even more steamroll heavy than the original. The game still expects an unrealistic amount of teamwork from a community of players
that is one of the biggest issues.
That needed role queue to pick their characters for them, and the objectives are still anti-fun garbage.
Why are we here?
Overwatch 2 isn't the worst game I've played this year, but it's definitely the most disappointing. But still better than Valorant.
Bro, Dunkey's take on Valorant is so bad.